Welcome to Foretales, your gateway to mystical stories and predictions. At Foretales, we explore the fascinating world of prophecies, mystical stories, and thought-provoking narratives.
Deep in the heart of Africa, where the winds whisper through the ancient baobab trees, a humble preacher named Felebo knelt in prayer. He had spent years traveling from village to village, spreading the message of hope. But today, something was different. As the golden sun dipped below the horizon, a voice, powerful yet gentle, echoed through his soul. Go to the crossroads of the river Mara. Without hesitation, Felebo rose to his feet. He did not know what awaited him, but he knew one thing for sure: when God calls, you answer. Far away, along the dusty trade routes, a grand caravan made its way across the plains. Guarded by warriors in gold-plated armor, this convoy carried a man of great importance, Mosi, a royal official of the great Queen Candake of Nubia. Sitting inside his chariot, Mosi held a sacred scroll in his hands, his eyes scanning the words with deep confusion. He read aloud, "He was led like a lamb to the slaughter, but who can speak of his descendants?" Mosi frowned. He was a man of knowledge, yet this passage was a mystery. Who was this suffering servant? What did these words mean? As the sun blazed high in the sky, the caravan stopped at the riverbank to rest. At that moment, Felebo arrived, just as he had been instructed. He saw the royal chariot and the man inside, reading intently. Taking a deep breath, Felebo approached. He looked up at the nobleman and asked, "Do you understand what you are reading?" Mosi looked up, startled. Who was this man? But instead of dismissing him, curiosity gripped his heart. He replied, "How can I understand unless someone explains it to me?" Then, with a gesture, he invited the preacher into his chariot. As the chariot continued its journey, Felebo began to explain the words of the scroll. This passage speaks of a man who suffered for the sins of many. He was rejected, despised, and yet, through his sacrifice, we are made whole. This prophecy is about Jesus Christ. Moses' eyes widened. He had heard whispers of this man, but could it be true? Could Jesus be the promised Messiah? As they rode, the words pierced his heart. He felt something he had never felt before, a stirring in his soul. As they approached the river, Mosi suddenly pointed ahead. His voice was filled with excitement. "Look! Water! What stops me from being baptized?" Felebo smiled and replied, "Nothing, if you believe with all your heart." Mosi stepped into the water, his royal robes flowing around him. The river was warm, the sun casting golden ripples across its surface. Then, in that moment, Felebo gently lowered him beneath the water, and Mosi emerged, reborn in faith. But just as Mosi lifted his hands in praise, something incredible happened. A powerful wind swept through the riverbank, sending dust swirling into the air. Then, Felebo was gone. The warriors gasped. The traders searched the banks. But the preacher had vanished into thin air. Yet, instead of fear, Moses' heart was filled with joy. He had found the truth, and nothing would ever be the same again. Miles away, in the bustling city of Mombono, merchants bartered, children played, and the sounds of the marketplace filled the air. Then, a flash of light. In an instant, Felebo reappeared in the middle of the crowd. He staggered slightly but quickly regained his balance. A merchant dropped his basket in shock. Where did you come from?" Felebo smiled. He knew exactly why he was there. And so, without hesitation, he began to preach once again. And so, the word of God spread across the land. A royal nobleman found salvation. A humble preacher experienced the supernatural. And to this day, the story of the vanishing preacher remains a testament to the power of faith. But tell me, what do you think happened to Philip after he disappeared? Comment below and let's discuss. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you believe in the power of God's miracles.